All right, we're back. So this time we're going to talk about custom measure writing, and we're going to write a custom measure in OpenStudio. This time we're going to use AI to do that, and we're going to use Claude to write the code for that. So we have a simple model. This is just our shoebox model for now. And right now it's got a simple packaged rooftop air conditioner system installed. Um, so what we want to do is we want to install an air source heat pump system, hydronic, air to water heat pumps type system. So what we can do is we'll just delete this loop for now. Go ahead and add a loop, and this time we're going to add a fully hydronic loop, so chilled water and heating water loop to the model. And that adds a packaged VAV system, hydronic system to the model, and we'll just add our zone in here. So now we have our hydronic loops, a chilled water and a heating water loop. Here's our chilled water loop. It's got a water source condenser on it, and this one's actually connected to a cooling tower. And then we've also got our hot water loop, which is just a simple hot water boiler. But what we want to do is change this to an air source chiller, an air source heat pump. At the moment, OpenStudio does not have air source heat pumps. I believe it's just water source. Heat pumps. Yes, water to water cooling and water to water heating. And if we go to the input output reference manual and take a look at plant loop heat pumps, that's what these are right here. This is a heat pump water to water equation fit, I believe. No, chiller. Okay. So right now what we have existing is just a simple electric chiller. But what is in the standard OpenStudio library is these equation fit cooling and heating heat pumps. Unfortunately, those are water source only. So in order to get the air source heat pump, we have to go with an EIR formulated heat pump, which is these two down here. So we're going to have to swap these out. So we're going to write a custom measure to swap these out. So let's go ahead and go to Claude. And we need to formulate our prompt. I have an existing OpenStudio model with a chiller. Let's see. I have an existing OpenStudio model. I want to write a custom measure to replace. I want to write a custom measure that can be applied using the apply measure now. that will be this up here, apply measure now. I want the measure to do the following tasks. The existing condenser water plant loop with cooling tower single speed should be deleted. The existing water source chiller electric EIR should be replaced with I want to replace it with this heat pump EIR cooling, heat pump plant loop EIR cooling. New should be replaced with an air source heat pump plant loop EIR cooling. Okay, the existing heating water loop with boiler hot water, on the existing heating water loop with boiler hot water should be, let's see, how can we write this? A new, let's see, heat pump plant loop EIR heating should be added in parallel to the existing heating water loop. The existing boiler hot water in parallel to the existing boiler hot water on the heating water loop. Let's see, we should probably specify this is also air source. A new air source heat pump plant loop EIR heating should be added. Okay. Let's see. And then we also want Claude to create a measure.xml file. So also, please create a measure.xml file and readme.md file for the above measure. Let's see, I think, so if we go into our measures folder and just look at any one of these. So we need to have a readme.md MD file and then a measure.xml file. And then Claude is going to create, well, he's going to create all 3 of these items for us. So let's look this over. Custom measure to the tasks. Right. So let's give this a try. All right, Claude has completed it. And he's even given us some optional arguments that we can specify in the measure. So we'll go ahead and click download all. And we have to drop this into our measures folder, my measures folder. So we need to create a new folder in there. Right. So the folder needs to be named. Let's see, I believe the folder needs to be named something like this. Right here. This one right here, I believe. Name. And then we can drop all 3 of these in here. And let's go back to our OpenStudio. We'll go to Apply Measure Now. And I believe it should be under HVAC. I guess it would be cooling here. Yeah. So we had specified the chiller first. So Claude probably just categorized it as cooling. All right. So we're just going to leave this as auto-sized. And just click Apply Measure. See what happens. Deleted the water loop, or the condenser loop. It found the chiller electric EIR, replaced the water-cooled chiller with an air source cooling heat pump, found the boiler, heat pump capacity set added to the air source heat pump in parallel with the boiler. So it looks like it ran successfully. Let's accept the changes and see what happened. Chilled water loop. Yeah. This. Where did this get added here? Hot water loop. So this might be for maybe for the location. So we need to look at the schematics in the input output manual and take a look. I guess yeah. So for a 4-pipe system, which is what this is, our heat pump is going to be located, well, this shows it located on the demand side, at least on the return. The heat pump cooling should be located on the supply side. So this could be wrong, but we won't know until we run the model. It will probably throw some errors, and we'll have to do some troubleshooting. So let's see. Let's go ahead and run the model and see what happens. Right, so the model has completed. And we'll have to take a look at, let's see. We'll have to take a look at the error output file and see how that worked out. Right. First of all, we'll just check for any severe errors. Nope. Let's look for warnings. Related schedules. Calculated design load 4 is 0. Cooling load. Pump nominal power motor efficiency is set to 0. Let's see. This is main service water loop. That's not our chilled water loop. Tabular reports, main service water. So, geez, looks like it's actually completed successfully. And we'll take a look at the EnergyPlus results. And it looks like building's actually using energy. So it looks like our measure was successful. Probably need to do some more playing around with this to verify that it's actually doing what we intended it to do. But anyway, that's a demonstration on how to use AI, in particular Claude, to write a custom measure for OpenStudio. Thank you. Please like and subscribe.